And the birthday girl, Jeeno Thitikul. Chance to sneak one in for a birdie.
Jeeno Thitikul on the tee at the fourth. Saw players looking really tight here with that front hole location yesterday.
Yeah, and the back left today.
Now Gino for the birdie at 4. Trying to get something going, yes. Two birdies in a row for Jeeno Thitikul, and she moves to 7 under par. She's had some very good results here in the past, but has not been able to get that victory. Maybe this will be the year.
Maybe, yeah, she's had quite a few top 3 finishes. Obviously loves the golf course.
Thitikul on the tee at 5.
And splitting the fairway.
Prime position for Thitikul on the 5th.
Yeah, just a front pin, 10 yards on. I think we can give her that one. 3 in a row.
Gosh, she's having some birthday, isn't she, so far?
As you say, just from the prime spot, right in the middle of the fairway, looking right down that flag.
Well, Wednesday night, the first event of the year was played. They really love Nasahata Oka there. She's a very popular figure at Lake Nona. Gino on the tee at the 6th, and Sophie Walker has scampered across to this group. She'll be there in a moment for us.
Yeah, just the one bunker down the left-hand side in this fairway. 264 past it, and that's just perfectly positioned.
Gonna get a low number, I think a really low number. Now Gino.
Ball below her feet, so I'll want to start this left of the flag. 118 yards, gap wedge.
Got to be careful. There's the false front Sophie was talking about.
How far is that going to come back? Yeah, it's going to come back a long way.
It's a feature of these greens.
What sort of shot does Gino face here, Sophie?
He's going to kiss off the bunker from the right-hand side, up a steep and step here, opting for a lob wedge from the upslope, 20-yard shot. LPGA Shanghai. So Gino now trying to make her par here.
As we said, these are the kind of putts that just, that chip just ran on a little bit. Give yourself a tester. Just to keep the momentum after that good start she's had. Not much in this one.
Well done. Mistake with the second shot makes up for it with the up and down. So stays 3 under for the day. Couple back of the lead. Gino wanted to be...
Where I said to go.
You should be a caddy.
I shouldn't be a player, I tell you. Right, Gino, good save on the last, like you said, momentum keeper. She's got the firepower to get to this par 5 with an iron. But do the first step first, down that left side.
shot. Perfect there from Thitikul. Right.
Longest of the 3 tee shots, as you'd expect from Thitikul. What does she have in for her second serve?
6 iron into a par 5. I said it was like a par 4. It's 168 yards. That flag's 8 on, cut in a bowl. She is looking to take advantage of that massive tee shot. 6 iron.
Getting a little bit of help there on the green.
Well, the Honda is playing on the Epsom Tour this year and looking to make her way to the LPGA in 2027.
Well, no one's moving on. Everybody's waiting around the green for the world #1 to hit this eagle putt. It will move an inch or 2 from left to right. Doesn't need to worry about the pace. It's down the hill for a 3.
What a putt, and what a view of that crowd. You could see them all watching, and then bursting into applause. That eagle moving her up into a solo second, one behind the leader, EY.
Said she had to take advantage of the par 5s. Perfect tee shot, a 6 iron to there, and a putt that never looked like it was going anywhere but the bottom of the cup.
EY potentially comes close to that magical number. We'll see. Let's go to the tee at the 8th and Gino.
Gino and Bangpot were in between wedge and 9 iron, but this wind now was freshened into her face, so she's opted for a 9 iron. It's 132 yards. Flag is front right. It's playing about 140. Look for a 3/4 9 iron from Gino.
There's another false front in this green. Didn't want to have anything to do with that after.
Back over to number 8, and another birdie on the way potentially for Gino.
There's a lot of swerve in this from left to right, mind. And talk about learning from the greats. Check out Gino's pre-shot routine. She has the long left arm, just like Lydia does, to get her shoulders nice and square. Right there. Way outside the left, turning hard for a 2.
Did she? Yes. So Jeeno Thitikul ties the lead here on home soil, the Honda LPGA Thailand.
That's 6 under through 8 holes. That's quite the scorecard on your 23rd birthday.
Singing happy birthday to her all the way round. And she may have something to celebrate today. A very low number could be a gift to herself.
Money's worth thus far this Friday morning, Soph.
This is everything I want and more as a golf fan, and I'm sure they're thinking the same. I mean, Jeeno Thitikul has been here since the age of 8 watching. She played in this tournament as an amateur at 14. And on her 23rd birthday, she's just gone eagle birdie, and the fans are going crazy. But like Katrina said, 9th hole's not the easiest. We've got some wind from right to left. The bunker on the right-hand side, 250 yards away, that's in play. Driver for Gino. There's too much spin with a 9-iron potentially, and it can be rejected by that slope. 138 yards to the flag.
Shot, and the advantage of just having that shorter iron in, you can be more aggressive, you can go at these flags.
Well, she's left it on the top deck. This is a great look for Thitikul.
2 cups from left to right. It breaks off the brow of the bunker here.
Good try there, but what a good opening 9 holes. 6 under par.
To return. Jeeno Thitikul, who shares the lead at the Honda LPGA alongside Chizzy E.
The LPGA Thailand to better the game here in this country. And this is a player who has certainly learned the game from watching the best players here at this event in the past. Jeeno Thitikul.
See that appearing there?
It's like she's got a 5-iron here. With it being at the front of the green, if you were short, that would be okay. Wind from left to right.
Sophie set
On this par 5.
No, she's got that to avoid back-to-back bogeys.
Here, but she's opting for the lob wedge back into the grain, which maybe that's why she's going to be more bolder with this landing point.
It should be a birdie for Gino to get to 12 under par. Remember, Chizzy EY's. When it comes to Leone, you think about Solheim Cup, and if she's not playing well.
Yeah, match play, that was a whole different beast, isn't it?
Tap in for Gino. 12 under par. Leads by 1 for now. And of course, Chisato Iwai will likely tie her very shortly.
You're not in play for Thitikul. 237 over the one on the right. She'll just hit it down past that one. Caddy there just trying to stop maybe a cart or something coming down the fairway, putting her off.
Well, let's hope it's not Sophie Walker.
15 again.
Speaking of distance, what sort of numbers Thitikul and Caddy Banbrot working with here, so
Just smashed that drive, 275 yards off the tee, 118 left. She's just gripping this 48-degree wedge.
Excellent birdie looks to come for this group at 11. Now it's another birdie opportunity for Thitikul at 11.
And it's a great lead, low and left of this pin. She avoided the tier that sits through this 11th green. It's back into some grain, and it might just try to pull its way from right to left. gradually as it gets to the hole. But this for birdie.
How nicely was that tracking for Jeeno Thitikul, who hits the front all by herself once again. She leads at 13 under par.
Yeah, and what a great angle this is. We can see it just running right along, end over end, catching that right side.
I can report.
Gino hit the pin here yesterday. It's that accurate. 143 yards for the world number one. Pegging back an 8-iron.
Nice shot there, maybe just in between clubs. 9, she was probably worried about the false front coming back off.
Back out to the 12th. Gino there for the birdie.
And like with the 8th hole, Gino was in between clubs. Could have hit 9, but would have been pushing it, so hit a gripped 8, so she's beyond the pin here. It's breaking from right to left. It's a nice looking putt for her though. This for a 2.
Over to the 12th. That first putt from Gino ran past, so she has this one to save par, stay 8 under for the day. Okay. During commercial break, Katrina Matthew made a bold prediction saying that she had a feeling.
It is. I sound like a broken record. Front pin, false front. It's been the story of round 2. So Gino, a couple of yards closer. 105. This is her gap wedge.
Good shot there. The slope just bringing it in a little bit.
As it was for Maguire. She's closer to the front edge of the green, but it will turn from left to right. The greens have speeded up as they dried out today. It's a downhill putt for the first half, and then it'll go uphill towards the end as the grain wants to turn it from left to right. I'd still take this outside of the hole and hit it with some authority.
It tried. Thitikul?
You can't hold them all. Jeeno Thitikul just tidying up for par to stay joint leader with Somi Lee.
Joint leader for now, of course, Somi with...
It's in that back right one.
Well, there was a wind at the beginning of the day. Feels like nothing now. Driver for Thitikul. Good.
Back to Thitikul on 14.
You just can't go long here. This back right pin. 148 yards, 9 iron.
Sophie said, just guarding against going long. Just...
It was a disciplined approach shot by Gino. She didn't want to take on this pin, and will be coming up a less of a slope than what Maguire had. They'll have some turn from left to right, especially in the last half of this birdie try.
For Gino.
I worry about sticking my tee peg in the ground properly most days. Now, don't need to start this one outside the hole. Nice positive stroke.
Nice.
Okay. Never in doubt for Thitikul. Well, that certainly set the bar.
Gino's going to hit 3-wood. All out.
Oh, and just long left. That's going to be a tricky putt. It's fast once it lands on the green.
The flag. And she's got 12 yards to the top of the tabletop green. She'll be landing this down grain. Good news is it's back into the wind, but you're never sure about the lie in this low point here.
Oh, that was a little unlucky. Didn't need much more. Sophie said down grain, downhill, running away from her once it gets on the green.
Chip shot finish, because a lot could have gone wrong. It was quite wet down there. Maybe surprised that she's left it short. And it'll wander its way downhill, left to right.
At the 16th.
It's 194 yards to the flag, but she's imagining this flag is more 184 yards because she doesn't want to go long. 6-iron.
Can you stay up there?
Oh, and that was a good shot there. 189.
Now Gino's given herself a look here for birdie. This to get to 9 under for the day, to 14 under, solo second.
No, only holding one prize would have been safe today. This is a brilliant pin. It's in its own portion of the green, and she's done well to even get anywhere near inside 25 feet. It's brilliant. It will still be slow, not quite like Maguire's, and it will have the Lydia Ko break from left to right. Needs to be hit with firmness, though.
Good call there. Sophie needed to hit it with a bit more pace. I can tell you that Grace Kim made her birdie at 15. She's moved to 10 under. Jeeno just getting on a par run.
Yeah, no need for driver here for Thitikul and Soph.
Doesn't want to run through the fairway at 266. Downhill as well. Wind from right to left.
Just wondering if that ran it.
Just crept through the fairway with that tee shot, Soph.
And and he's expecting a jumper from this cut, so he's opted for the gap wedge. It's 121 yards for Thitikul, looking at Lydia Ko's golf ball.
Maybe just did jump a little bit, getting no check up on that, no spin coming out that first cut.
Oh, she's looking out wide here.
Back to the target. He's opting to use the slope to take some sting out of this. If she'd have gone direct to the pin, it might just go off the green.
See there just the slope. She was worried if she went straight at the hole it was going to run straight off the green. Use the slope. Difficult shot. As we've been saying, if you get out of position on these greens, it's very difficult sometimes.
So Thitikul is going to be really tested for the first time all day long here, Soph.
At least it's below the hole though. Where Lydia was from, she was on the side slope. Where Gino started, she was way above the hole. So there can be some authority in this try. Back up the hill. You think it's got some left to right break in it. But there's just a momentum keeper if this one drops. Especially with the par 5 18th to come.
Well, she's made 6 birdies and an eagle today, but I promise you that par on 17 is going to feel just as good. Keeps the card clean.
Stand still, please.
Just one to play. That was confidently hold as well, right in the centre, good pace. Like Sophie said, just to preserve the momentum she's worked so hard to build.
It is, isn't it? You don't want to give a shot away laterally in the round. There's a good chance of birdie now on the last.
She's 220 short of the green. Gino can get there in 2 with a good drive. The wind a breath from right to left.
One more.
Gino is going to lay it up at the 18th.
Line.
.85 yards left, but the ball's above her feet, so gripping down on a gap wedge as well. This will be a half swing.
Yeah, beautifully executed the half swing, just keeping up ledge.
Boy, have they entertained the crowds this Friday at the Siam the way round this afternoon. What was the over-under? How many times someone sung a happy birthday or a happy birthday song had started? Courtesy of Jeeno Thitikul. Lydia Ko, doing what she does best, sticking around. There's going to be a lot of expectation, a lot of pressure on her shoulders going into the weekend. The million-dollar question is how far back? Oh, this would send the crowd gathered round the hospitality and 18 into a bit of a frenzy. Jeeno Thitikul for a closing birdie. To post Another round of 63.
It's just going to have a gentle break just off the left-hand side. Probably just left edge, inside left, depending on how hard she hits it.
Well, a round that ends on the note that it deserves to. Your pre-tournament favorite and world #1 is there, lurking with 36 holes to play. A fabulous round of 63 for Jeeno Thitikul. I need to start allocating more parking space out front for the crowds. That will swarm down to Pattaya over the next couple of days. Especially Thitikul.
Yeah, they've been treated to some fantastic golf today from the pair of them. 63-64. I think she might be there a while with that crowd, signing some autographs. She's the autograph they all want.
2 eagles and 13 birdies between the pair of them. She came to 15 years ago, for the very first time, with the grandparents outside the ropes. Hard work, dedication, plenty of support and an unwavering self-belief have seen her return to the Siam Country Club as the #1 ranked player in the world.
Hi, the birthday girl. Happy birthday. Well, did you get any presents? Did you get gifts before we start the interview?
Yes, I do get a big labubu again, which is, I think my house had 1,000 of labubu since last year here. Do you know labubu, Tom?
I'm afraid I don't know what that is.
Gen Z style, sorry. But honestly, nice to, you know, have a birthday here in my home country again.
How much fun was it out there for you today?
It's so fun. Play alongside one of the players I look up to is Lydia Ko. I mean, like, I think it should be fun for the fans too to see me and Lydia's. Like, she's legend. Trying to play the best, and then when you play with the good players, then it's motivate you to play better.
We were talking about it with Lydia. This golf course, obviously the scores are going to be very low, but you've got to be pretty precise in places to be able to shoot the low scores. What does it say about your game with the way you've played here the first 2 days?
Yeah, I'll say I still keep my ball on track, which, you know, it's kind of safe and it's kind of makeable putt. So I think the whole locations were similar to it, because like we play for many years already. But obviously, if you can hit where the slope and the pin is, you got a good chance to make a birdies. But if you miss in the long side, you got a, you know, like a really tough and difficult up and down.
You've been coming here since you were a little girl to watch the best players in the world. Now you are the best player in the world, playing on home soil. What does this event mean to you, and what impact has it had on your career?
I think it means a lot to me. I mean, just like 2-3 days ago, I just sit on my couch in hotel rooms, and I was just reminding, like, wow, I couldn't believe how far I can, you know, came up to be able to be on the road, to be able to name as the #1 in the world, playing in Honda. I never thought about that before. As, you know, 8 years old, 9 years old, sitting there in the outside the road, but can't imagine how I can came it today. And then I just feel like it's more impacted to me and then to all the kids for sure, to inspiring them and to let them know nothing impossible.
Well, you've certainly inspired us over the first couple of days. We'll look forward to watching over the weekend. Enjoy the rest of your birthday.
Thank you, appreciate it.